Hello, and happy Friday. I am a little bit late with this. I've been driving all day and I have literally just got in the door. Huge traffic and stuck behind every lorry and slow moving object that I could find. Okay, have you noticed that there's tension in the air? Have you noticed yourself or other people around you that there's a little bit of angst or a lot of angst? I am living with a boy who is like, I call him my barometer for energy. So I know when things are tense, he expresses it. I'm just actually going to spray some rose quartz and angel protection around here before I start to read. And I'm going to wait for a couple of minutes for a few people to come on. But as I was saying, hi Claire, lovely to see you. Thank you. So my boy is like a barometer. If there's tension, he's feeling it. But I have to tell you that today I was even feeling it. I mean, I'm fairly sensitive anyway, but I had to move away because I could feel myself ready to have a meltdown and just frustration. So if you're feeling frustrated with things, if you're feeling tense, if you can feel yourself bubbling up and very quickly reacting to anything with anger or with tension, with anxiety, there is a lot going on. I'm not going to talk about the astrology because it's too much. It is huge. And I would suggest, if you are interested in that, the people that I follow, Tanya Gabrielle has a lovely, gentle way of talking about things that are going on in the stars. And she, if you follow her, if you go to her podcast or YouTube, Tanya Gabrielle always gives a new moon and a full moon forecast. My favorite, and I speak about her a lot, is Pam Gregory. She's an English lady, and she does really detailed astrology readings. And what I love about her is she'll put out a reading immediately after one lunar event. So from the last new moon eclipse, she spoke about the full moon, which is happening next Tuesday, the 8th. I will talk a teeny weeny bit about that, but more so from an energy level about what's coming up. There's a lot. The sun and the moon are always opposite each other, which always brings attention and can really, hi Rianne, which can really bring up feelings of it's like a trigger to us. So if there's something that we need to let go of, we'll notice. If there's something that you're holding back and holding inside, you'll notice it. So I could see that happening to myself this morning, and I was getting completely frustrated with tech. I was in a hurry to get out, and all I wanted to do was to email my list to say I was going live, and nothing was working. So I just went off in a strop. But while I was driving, I had an hour's drive to get to where I was. I started to process it and realize I'm falling into that trap. So watch out. Watch out for what's coming up and be gentle with yourself. So between the new moon and the full moon is a brilliant time for manifesting anyway. So right now we're in that growth phase. The next 4 days, today is the 4th, so on the 8th of November, which happens to be a double 8 code, and I'll tell you about that. We have that full moon, which is a lunar eclipse, and a lunar eclipse has an energy that brings it forward, right up to 6 months. We've been feeling this for the past month, whether you're aware of it or not. And all of that tension, and even during an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, it brings up a lot of seismic activities, so that, there's a physical energy that builds up, but we feel it. We're energetic beings and we feel it. So what I did today was to drive for an hour, which was lovely, and I listened to music and I sang. And it's the only place that I sing is in the car when I'm on my own. And I used to sing more as a young person, and I sang all the way through my pregnancy, my first pregnancy. I sang when I was driving, and I sang all the time. And I sang until my first daughter was old enough to say, "Stop singing." So I've shut down my singing. But actually, today on that drive, I really felt, what did I need to do? I just needed to sing, and it changed the energy. I put on some beautiful music and off I went. And I've sang all the way back as well, even though I was stuck behind lorries. So just do something that will raise your vibration, because we are always manifesting. And if we're in a low or an angry or an anxious state, we're manifesting more of it. Um, this 4 days between now and the full moon, you will notice tensions we need to release and let go. What I would strongly advise you to do, and you have it here wherever you're watching this, if you go back to my last video, which was on the day of the new moon, and sometime in the end, I can't remember the date. I think it was last Tuesday, whatever date last Tuesday was, not of this week, last week. So there was a new moon meditation, which is brilliant for manifesting something new, for setting intentions. And I made that for then, but it's still really powerful. And, I'm going to take my own advice and listen to it too, because right now we're at that hugely tense part. But if we focus that energy on what we want instead of what we don't want, that's where we're moving to. So we must always release, release. And in that meditation, I did a lot of releasing, looking at what needs to go, what toxins need to be removed, whether that is a physical toxin, an energetic toxin from persons, people around you, or for a toxic thought that you're maybe repeating. Really important right now. So if you listen to that, I would, over the weekend, do it more than once, do it every day if you can. Coming up to Tuesday. Now I'm going to do a meditation for that. I haven't decided whether it's going to be Monday or Tuesday yet, and I will put that live free on my channel, because it's going to be a huge one. The tension is building up. There'll be an ease and an easing off towards the end of November, but November is a very intense month. However, it doesn't have to be intense bad. When we feel those intense moments building up, it means we need to stop, look, and go within. What are we tense about? What do we need to purge, let go of? Listen to that meditation and bring yourself back to focusing on where you are moving towards. Tibetan singing bowls vibrate beautifully to clear negative energy. They do, Rianne. Thank you for that. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Julie. Yes, anything that you feel that it's just even to clear the air, clear the energy inside your head, and allow stuff to flow through. So also on Tuesday, the 8 is a double 8 universal numerology code, because it's not only the 8th of November. November is an 8 universal month because it's a number 11 plus 6 from 2022. Add all those numbers up and it comes to 17, which I love. It's the date I was born, and I love that number for lots of reasons. But that reduces to an 8. So and 8, if you look at it, is the number of infinity. It represents abundance and a flow, and there is an abundant flow of energy. It's an infinite flow of energy, and the only thing we need to do to manifest, to get into the flow of that, is to feel it like it's already happened. So I am going to read a few cards for the weekend. I'm just trying to think, I'd say anything else? Really, just watch out for your energy. Listen to the audio. It'll bring you down. The 8-8. It's also, I think, the sun and the moon, yes, and Uranus are all at 16 degrees on the 8, which is interesting, being double 8 and 8, 16. But 16 as a code reduces to the number 7, which is like that lightning strike, and it's very much about our intuition. It's our connection to sort of above energy, the energy of what's coming in and coming down through us. Now, for those of you who are on the call, if you want to pop a number down below between 1 and, let's just say, between 1 and 5, because I am going out tonight and I need to get ready and go somewhere. So if you put a number down below anywhere, post it. If you're on whatever platform you're watching this live, I will read it. I will have to leave in the next 15 minutes, so I'll read anyone that is there. But in the meantime, I'm going to pull out 5 cards for everybody. I think 5 is what's coming to me. 1 has already dropped out. So I'm just reading these now from my very old favorites. The jumpers are always the best. These are my favorites. They're the first cards I ever started to read, and they're a mixture of Ascended Masters and Goddess cards. So we have 2 Goddess cards, 3 Goddess cards have fallen out. The Goddesses are winning. Let's just see. Nothing is jumping, so I'm going to just cut the pack in 3. I'm going to take this. Okay. So we've got 4 Goddess cards and 1 Ascended Master card. So, okay, we've got the first card is High Priestess. And this is asking you, all of us, to embody that High Priestess, the divine feminine inside us. It's time now to sit on your eagle's perch. In other words, to bring yourself above anything that's happening around you. There can be, and I believe, and I'm seeing all the time, there's a lot of stuff on the news coming out. The energy's rising. There's anger. There's going to be even more anger in the air because we've got Mars going retrograde. What we need to do, no matter what is happening, is to stop and to breathe and to know in this moment, have I got, am I safe? Am I, and bring yourself back to the now moment. It's the only moment that is real. It's the only moment that's happening now. And it's in that moment that we are manifesting. We're manifesting by our emotions of what we're feeling. So we need to bring ourselves back to our highest self. Close your eyes if you want when you're doing this for a few moments. Bring yourself back to your highest self. Imagine that you're calling in your highest self, that you're grounding yourself, you're calling in your highest self. You might even feel that you want to call on your guides, your angels, your goddesses, God, the universe, source energy, divine intelligence, whatever you call that beautiful source of oneness and love, to call on that source to surround you in a bubble. Really important right now, a bubble of light. All of my meditations at the moment, I've been surrounding us in this bubble of protection so that you're not seeing negative, that you're only seeing what's in front of you, only seeing, not to put it, but in this moment where you are, that you're not thinking ahead, thinking back. When we look back into the past, it brings up anger, or we are thinking of, sadness or and anger. When we're in fear mode, we're thinking of what's in the future. All we need to do is work with one moment, and that is the now moment. So the goddess, the high priestess, is telling you that you have the ability to rise above all of this. You have the ability to bring yourself back, bring yourself to that sense and source of love and divine energy. She's got a little blue stone on her throat that's symbolizing the throat chakra, which is blue. So if you feel that you need to speak, stop. If it's something that you want to, or that you have to speak to or address in an issue, imagine you've got this blue stone or have something blue around your neck, and allow yourself to speak through this cool sense of connection and divine love, because we then have the ability to speak from our highest self and not rush into sort of reacting to a situation, so that you can actually respond. Now, Maeve is the next card, and it's all about cycles and rhythms, which is what we're talking about. The cycles of the moon, the rhythms of the earth, the rhythms of our body. The astrology is just a language. We're all feeling it. Some people aren't aware of it, but when you really honor the cycles of what's happening and honor how you feel in this moment and just let go, because we are all transforming. So the butterfly maiden is it's just talking about we are changing. The earth is changing. Everything is changing. I believe we're going through this massive change, massive shift, which started a long time ago. We really felt the start of it in 2020. We're moving through this most difficult time, but there's really beautiful energy at the other side. Just focus and imagine that you are like that butterfly and that you're just shedding that cocoon that we've been in and that we are ready to fly. What is it that you would do, that you would be, that you would have if you were ready to fly and to really um, just be yourself, knowing we're divinely created? Just be yourself. We're all going through enormous change. So just, count your blessings as well. Focus on what's happening that's good. Focus on the blessings that you already have and what you're feeling right now. I don't know how to pronounce this, Mayat, Mate, I don't know. But anyway, it's all about fairness. And it's very much about just trusting that everything, the universe doesn't leave any debt or unfairness go unnoticed. Trust that everything is going to be treated in a fair and just manner. And as you trust in that, knowing that we're moving through something difficult, look at the light at the end of the tunnel and focus on that love and peace and knowing that everything is working perfectly. Because when we get into that state of feeling confident and feeling fair and feeling that there's justness coming, or that we're in this now moment feeling this, we're manifesting it. We're always manifesting from our feelings. But if there is something that one of you and all of you are going through that just feels very unfair, very unjust, know that this situation will be handled in a really just way. Okay. And the last card is You Can Do It. Archangel Michael is probably the only angel that I'm really familiar with. And I call on Archangel Michael when I need protection. I call on Archangel Michael when I want to release negative, toxic people, things, situations, and surround me in this beautiful light. But this card is telling you, whatever it is, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Now I'm going to go through you all. You're feeling really emotional the last few days. Hi, TJ. Yeah, it is. It is really the energy of what's happening right now. There is always one. Is that Rianne? That looks like your picture, I think. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to read for you. I think it is Rianne on a different channel. Okay. Okay, the first number that I see here is from Amanda Lynch, number 2. So I'm going to just shuffle. So Amanda Lynch, a message. Woo. A message for Amanda Lynch. So I'm going to go for the second one that came out there, because it's number 2. And it's beautiful. It's Lakshmi. It is bright future. There is a bright, bright future. Focus on it. What would that be like to you? Having a play 5 minutes every single day where you just imagine the best possible future and outcome. See it, feel it, imagine it, okay? Know that it's going to happen. Trust that the universe sent you this card to say, it's okay, it's all coming. Everything's going to be amazing. What would that be? Just get into the flow and the energy of that. Feel it every day, and you will start to get little synchronicities. It starts off with synchronicities, things that happen that you will start to feel a flow and you will get messages and know what to do next. Claire Roberts. Oh no, sorry. Elizabeth Knox is next. Number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've got strength and independence, really. Bast is like the goddess of, just independence. There's a sort of a real feline energy, kind of a Leo, the lion energy, Egyptian sort of warrior energy. But just know that whatever it is, your independence is the secret to your success now and in the future. Independent thought, independent action. What is it that you want without asking anybody else? Maybe, is this right? What do you think? Trust in you, your independent thought and beliefs around whatever it is. Let me see who is next. That was Elizabeth. So here we've got one for There Always Is One, which I think is Rianne. So number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an incognito name. Sorry, I might have blown your cover. Okay, choose peace. Choose peace. Bring yourself back to peace. Whatever is happening, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're noticing, bring yourself back to peace. The other meaning that's coming to me as well in this card is when you have a decision to make and you're not sure, is it a yes or a no answer, think about the outcome. Okay? If I make this decision, what will the outcome feeling be? Just tune into that. And if I don't make this decision or another decision, what will that outcome feeling be? The one that gives you the sense of peace and at ease is the answer. Your emotions are your guidance system to everything. So just notice where your mind might be going, or and bring yourself back to peace, because we're manifesting from peace, and peace is the answer. Number 5 for Claire Roberts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drink more water. Now, it can be actually just don't forget to drink some water. Purify your water. Bless your water. Do you know that even if you're, and I clean my water, I have really good water that, groundwater, that I have a well, but it's a really good idea as well to just bless your water. So whatever, be just putting good intentions onto your water, because those studies with Dr. Moto and water, what he did to water when he put energy into it. So that might be one. And the other meaning that's come to me is just spend time near water. Over the weekend, if you can, go out, be near water, put your feet in water if you can. I don't know whether you're near a beach, maybe not, but just maybe go for a spa treatment. It can be anything, but water is really balancing right now. So notice how you feel with that. Let me see. It is Rianne. I just noticed your picture. That was Claire Roberts. So TJ, glad you caught me as well. So number 3, 1, 2, and 3, home. So this it might be signifying a home, a move, or something, some new energy coming into your home, new people coming in, a change of home or a change of energy. But it's about your household or your home situation really improving. So whatever is happening, it's signifying that there's a real nice lift to your home life. I'm not getting anything else, only that from it. So it can be a move. It can be, if there's somebody hanging around, it can be somebody leaving, or it can be somebody coming in, or it can be just the change of energy in your home. Let me see. Lynn, I will read you number 7. And I'm going to have to go on the button of 5 or I will not be ready. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this really is the sign I feel for setting seeds of intention, fertility. It's a perfect time now. It's a really fertile time for you, whatever that way that comes to you or means, but it's whatever that feeling is. But um, it's basically the time to set new intentions, start new projects, set the seeds for whatever it is that you want to grow. New conditions, new ways of doing things. It can be babies and birth as well, but it's setting the seeds of intention. So if you haven't seen the last video I made, which was on the last new moon, sometime in the end of August, the end of October, I have a meditation there for the new moon solar eclipse. That is really good for setting an intention, but also for releasing stuff now as we're coming up to this full moon. And I think that is all I have seen here. Spot on. I've been neglecting drink water a few times. The cards never lie. I'm only reading them. That's all I do, is read what comes in front of me. Love you all. I will be back early in the week. Not sure whether it's going to be Monday or Tuesday yet, and I will, if I can get my email system working, let you all know, anybody who's on my mailing list. If you're not, there's a link below this for my mailing list. You get a free audio as well with it. You can get it, I think it's Raise Your Vibration or something like that. But it just means that if I'm, kicked off um, uh, Facebook, or if I lose something for any time, I'll have access to be able to send you emails about stuff like this and free things that are coming up. I will talk to you before that full moon. So have a blessed, beautiful weekend, and keep your vibration, moving upwards. Don't try to be happy if you're not feeling happy. Listen to the audio, go through your emotions, do the releasing, and then bring yourself up. That audio is fantastic for changing your vibration. Okay, love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.